Hello, Animal Crossers! It's me, Tiger, and welcome back to Meowopolis Island. Yes, we are finally here on my no cheats, no time travel cat island for the first time in a very long time for a long video. Now, I do post weekly updates of this island as short form content that you might have seen, but if you haven't seen that, then the last time you've been on the island is when we decorated this entrance, and before that, I only made videos of like Christmas and my birthday on the island, and before that, the last monthly update that I've made for Meowopolis was back in I think like month 4, and y'all, we are on month 11 now. It's technically been a year actually since I've made the island, but only 11 months of playing since I've taken a few weeks off during that time. But anyways, the point is, it's been a really long time since I've really played on my cat island for a long video and given you a proper update. Now, about the monthly updates, I don't know if I'm gonna bring those back. They take a lot of time for me to put together, but let me know in the comments if that's something you're interested in. For today though, I thought that I would at least give you all an update on Meowopolis, show you how the island's coming along, tell you all about the cats that I wish lived here, because yes, even after a year of playing on this island, I have only managed to find 5 cats. Now, I'm hoping to have 10 cats on my island, but more than that, I'm hoping to have every single cat villager from Animal Crossing at least live on Meowopolis one time. I don't know what 10 cats I want permanently. I'll probably let them cycle through, but I do want to at least get every single cat one time and collect their villager photos. That way I can make a shrine of all, I think, 21 cat photos. I think it would be so fun. But anyways, we have managed to find 5 cat villagers so far. We have Miss Mitzi, our very first. We have Tabby, Felicity, Olivia, and our only boy cat and the most recent cat to join Meowopolis, Rudy. Other than that, we do have Savannah, Naomi, and Sherry. They are long-term residents. They've been here for a while. And then we have Clay and Rocco. Rocco is the most recent villager who moved on to Meowopolis. I thought that I wouldn't like him, but I'm actually loving him so far. I don't really want to let him go, but eventually I will. For the cat villagers, I will do anything. And also, it's Clay's last day on the island, so yeah, we're gonna have to say goodbye to him. And I have updated my dream address for this island yesterday, so everything is up to date. If you would like to visit, I will put the dream address on the screen for you. And yeah, so I'm gonna give you an update on Meowopolis, and we're just gonna spend the day here. It is a rainy day. I think maybe the rain is clearing up a little bit, but due to the fact that I don't time travel on this island, we have to just deal with the weather. I can't time travel my way out of it like I usually would. But this is the entrance for Meowopolis. It hasn't changed very much since the video that I made where I designed this entrance. I mean, it isn't winter anymore, so there's no snow, and it's actually green and beautiful. But I did also make a few other changes, like I had some cliffs right here, and like mirrored on the other side I had another cliff like right here, but I destroyed those because they were in the way. And since I'm actually playing on this island, I have to remember I have to design things to be practical. I could not access my beach with those cliffs, so I went ahead and deleted those. I destroyed them, and now I can easily get onto my island's beaches. But yeah, that's been a problem that I've had with this island, is that decorating for an island that you actually play on, I've realized, is a lot different than decorating for an island that I am just decorating for the aesthetics, because you actually have to decorate things that make sense, like that you can actually walk through, that you can actually interact with. In the past, I've really only decorated islands for fun using cheats like treasure islands and time traveling, and I've just never actually made a practical island, so I'm learning a lot with Meowopolis. Anyways, so I've also decorated this little spot. I don't think I did this in the entrance video, so this might be new to you. It's kind of just a walkway connecting the entrance to the island's plaza, and I've decorated it with a ton of random items, including some cat-themed stuff like this little mom's homemade cake. We've got a cat bed over here and a cat tree, so all of my cat villagers can come and scratch their claws on here. I've also got a lot of cat themed design codes. You can find all of the design codes for Meowopolis on my Pinterest board, which I will link down below in the description. I've got like this little cat toy design code on the ground here. I've got these little cat toe beans on the floor here, and you'll notice a bunch of different cat designs throughout the island. I haven't decorated any of my beaches. Lollipop. Oh my god, I forgot that Mitzi calls me that. Would you like to come over? I just cleaned up this morning and I want you to see my space. Maybe another time. I'm kind of in the middle of something, Mitzi. I'm so sorry. I feel so bad to reject you. But anyways, I haven't really decorated much of the beaches on my island. I have some crafting tables around them, and then some villager homes are here temporarily while I work on the layout of my island. I just kind of have their homes on the beaches so that they're out of the way. And then over here, I think you may have seen this before. I don't know, okay? Forgive me. I'm sorry. I haven't made a long video update of Meowopolis in so long. I don't know what you've seen and what you haven't, but oh my gosh, I don't know if y'all heard that. That's my Nintendo talking flower. I just got it last weekend, and it talks all the time randomly in my room, so if you hear a random person talking, it's not a person, it's actually the flower. Wait, look at how cute this little tourist is. Who is this? I forgot his name. This is Sly. How could I forget? Hello, Sly. So cute. Thanks for stopping by Meowopolis. I don't know about y'all, but I love the tourist feature. I know that it's been a little bit controversial. Like, some people don't like having tourists on their island, but I personally love seeing all the villagers visiting. I think it's so cute. So this is the Meowopolis Plaza. It is very barren other than a few decorations, including the ABD machine, which I unlocked for paying off all of my home loans. So now I can access my savings very easily. And also, wait, I just realized this is kind of a little bit of a special item collection here. We also have the 25-year Animal Crossing anniversary leaf statue, and then I've got Rover's briefcase and some of the Bunny Day items. Super cute. And then most recently, I've been decorating across this bridge over here. This is the newest stuff that I've decorated on the island. I have a little crafting area and cooking area that has some storage and trash access. I even put these little like cat themed designs next to the trash can. So I've got some cans, a little fishbone, and the like grocery bag with a fish design on it. I thought that it was super cat themed. I don't know. I'm trying to remember to keep the island decor cat themed, but sometimes I forget. But yeah, this is like a little spot for me to craft and cook since I do a lot of that on this island. And Mitzi also has her, finally, she has her front yard decorated. She used to live on a cliff near my entrance, if you remember that, but I tore that down a long time ago when I redid my island's entrance. And Mitzi was temporarily living with no decorations for a long time, similar to most of the villagers on this island. But I finally redid her front yard. She's gonna live right over here next to the island's campsite and the farm, which I think is so cute. I plan on putting all of the villager photos in front of their houses until, that is, I collect all 21 cat villager photos. Then I will make the giant shrine of cat photos like I talked about before. But yeah, this is the island's campsite. This is the most recent thing that I decorated. I love it so much. I got a little tiny campsite right here with a little cat who's camping out. And then there's like this little table set up with some gyroids. Of course, the teapot is customized to the cat variation because this is a cat themed island after all. And yeah, then the campsite is down here. And we've got more empty beaches other than the cart banner. I need to decorate my beaches. Maybe that'll be my next video on Meowopolis. I'll just go through and decorate all of the island's beaches. I also need to decorate the hotel. I have 0 decorations here. And I thought that it made sense to put the hotel, well, I didn't put the hotel there, but I thought it made sense to put the campsite near the hotel because it's for tourists, okay? So yeah, I kind of want to decorate this beach to match all of that and kind of be like a touristy beach. I don't really know what that would entail, but I think it would be cute. And then we're gonna head up here and I'm gonna show you the Meowopolis farm, which is huge because this is my main source of income on this island. I like to sell my crops. That is how I get all of my bells. I water my crops every day and I harvest them like every 2 days, I think. And I'm able to make about 150, I think, thousand bells each time that I sell my crops. Some of y'all had told me that I should use my crops to cook like food items and then sell the food items because that'll make more money, but I haven't actually tried that yet because I'm kind of lazy. But we do have a little farm here. I want to eventually have labeled like signs for each crop because I think that would be cute, but I have not unlocked the plain wooden shop sign DIY recipe yet. I am desperate for this DIY recipe. I mean recipe. I am so desperate for it. I want it so bad. I would love to use it. Again, I never realized how much of a struggle it is to get items without treasure islands. For like 6 years, all I did was use treasure islands for anything I ever wanted in this game. So Meowopolis has been a challenge for me, okay? But I think that I'm doing pretty good with the challenge. Another DIY recipe that I desperately need though is the recipe for this simple wooden fencing. I got 50 pieces of this fencing from Tom Nook way back at the beginning of the game, and yeah, I've used all of it up. I wish I had more, but I don't have the DIY recipe for that, so I just have the 50 pieces that Tom gave me, and that's it. I would love to add more of that fencing to my farm. You can see up here is where I ran out of the fencing. My farm is a 2-story farm, so it continues up here where I have the rest of my crops. I got a little tractor as well, and I have not finished decorating up here yet. I have added some critters around here, like the Rossetti model and this little kitty down here, and I want to add a bunch of more stuff to the farm, including an orchard, which I think will probably be out in this direction, but I got tired of decorating, so this is where I last left off with decorating. This is probably the most like finished area on the island, I believe. The rest of the island, I definitely want to take down and redo a bunch of it, other than the entrance, of course. I'm probably going to leave that entrance for now. It might be permanent, I don't know. I don't want to say that anything is permanent on this island because this is my forever island. I'm never ever planning on deleting Meowopolis, so I feel like nothing is really permanent. I feel like maybe in 2 years from now, if I'm still playing this, if there's no new Animal Crossing game by then, I'll probably still be here on Meowopolis, and who knows, maybe I'll redo the entrance. Also, it seems like the rain cleared up, so I can put away my weird umbrella now. Yeah, this is all empty back here other than a bamboo tree. Prepare yourselves for what you're about to see. This is the disaster on my island. For a while, I had just a giant pile of items on my island before I was able to upgrade my storage, and that was the disaster. But now we have a different disaster, which is this monstrosity of a flower field that is so large and just out of control. I don't know what I'm gonna do, okay? I told myself that I couldn't get rid of the flowers because I really want to have a rainbow flower garden somewhere on Meowopolis, probably nearby, to be honest, near the farm and orchard, but I just haven't gotten around to it, and now the flowers are out of control, as you can tell. They just keep repopulating and making more flowers everywhere, so I don't know what I'm gonna do about that. Oh my gosh, look at Sherry. She's wearing one of my dresses. So cute. She's at the little picnic spot right here too. By the way, I will go ahead and put the code for this little purple dress on the screen for you as well. I did not make this purple dress. It is really cute though, so I will put the code on the screen. But I wanted to mention that I have actually made a lot of cat-themed custom clothing for this island, including a Christmas sweater collection, a Catmas sweater collection actually is what I called it. And then I also made some Meowentines outfits. So if you want to download those, I will put my creator code on the screen as well. But as you can tell, I have downloaded a ton of cat-themed clothing designs. Most of these designs can be found on my Pinterest board. But if there's something in particular that you're looking for, just leave a comment down below and I'll try to respond. Anyways, I did set up some cute decorations near the farm, like this little greenhouse box, and most recently this vine chair that I just unlocked the DIY recipe for. I think this chair is so cute. I love it so much. I'm really on the hunt for a glowing moss headband recipe as well, which I think is part of like the vine and glowing moss series. So yeah, I think you can only find those DIYs on Cap'n Mystery Tours and the Happy Home Paradise Archipelago Islands or whatever it's called. But yeah, anyways, I did add some little like stepping stones in the middle of the river so that I would stop having to get out my vaulting pole to cross the river. I did have this bridge over here which makes it easier, but it still was not enough. I still just wanted to get across the river easily, so I added some stepping stones in different locations just to make things easier for myself. Wait, oh my gosh, look y'all, it's Rocco. I know, look, he gets a lot of hate. A lot of people don't like Rocco, probably because of his looks, but honestly, he's actually pretty cute, and he's been living on the island for like I think 2 or 3 weeks now, and I've loved having him on here. I do need to give him some new clothing because his shirt is not very cute, but I really wish that he would wear some of my custom cat designs that I have hanging up in the Able Sisters, but anyways, he looks really cute. I love him so much. Look, he's underrated. Give him a chance. If Rocco moves on your island, just wait before you judge him, okay? He's actually quite lovely to have around. Also, Savannah is amazing too. She's lived on the island for so long. I'm so attached to her. Also, let me show y'all the Meowopolis island flag, which was created by one of my subscribers. One of you created this flag for me. It has Tabby, and she's kind of like with a city background. I think it looks so cool. I actually just updated the flag like just the last week or so, so all before this, for the entire first year of Meowopolis Island, I just had the default flag that came with the island. I never changed it to anything cat themed until one of you were like, Tiger, I made you a flag, so please use it. And I'm just so grateful. Thank you again so much for making the flag. I think it looks so cute. It makes me so happy every time I see it. But let me show you what is back in this direction of the island. You may have already seen this area. Now, I am planning on redoing all of this. I'm probably gonna tear down everything that you see here, including the bridges, and I'll probably move all of the buildings. But for now, this is what my island looks like, and it's pretty cute, honestly. We've got a little walkway here with this pergola that leads up to the Nook's Cranny, where I just have a random assortment of items and this little table, and of course this is kind of connected to the horrendous flower field that's on my island. I also have the Able Sisters building over here. I need to like build a shopping district that is proper and cute, but I just have not gotten around to it. This is what the little transitional area between my farm and this area looks like. It's pretty empty. There's just a villager house here. I think this is Sherry's house. And then we've got a bridge that connects over back in this direction. And then over here across this bridge, we have a heart-shaped cliff that is where Tabby lives. Tabby is the second cat that moved onto the island. I love her so much. She is so cute, and I've given her kind of like a red and orange themed house area. So I built this honestly like a pretty long time ago. She definitely deserves an upgrade. She will get one eventually, but her and Mitzi are the only two villagers that really have a complete like yard and decorated area. The rest of my villagers, I'm so sorry, but they all just kind of live randomly placed around the island with little to no decorations. I feel so bad for them, but trust me, I'm working on my island, okay? With no time traveling and no cheats, things just take a lot longer, okay? And even with time traveling and cheats, it takes a long time, okay? I just started my dollhouse island, and I haven't even worked on that in so long. Which, by the way, I will work on that soon, I promise. Maybe my next video will be on my dollhouse island. But anyways, I'm getting distracted. Let's continue touring Meowopolis. I think I'm actually gonna go back over here and show you the back of the island, and then we'll loop back around to see the rest of it. But up here I have just a really long line of this road. It does stop when I get to the flower field because I was not about to move all these flowers to continue the road. But anyways, we'll follow the road down this way. I do have a little kind of like seating area here, just a little miniature build next to this little mini pond. I think it's super cute. And then back here I have my secret beach area, although it's not so secret. It's very wide and open here on Meowopolis. And then I got a little DIY crafting bench so I can easily customize stuff or craft stuff if I want. And then this goes back down here into Tabby's house. And also, this is the giant cat head lake that is on my island. I will show you what it looks like on the map. It is this huge cat lake over here in the corner. I think it looks so cute. Now this I probably won't tear down because I really like the way that this area looks. I'll show you in a second. But first I have to show you this. This is the this is one of the cat cult meetings that is taking place on my island. Actually, it's the only cat cult meeting that's taken place on my island. I don't have any other cat cult meetings, but I do want to have more because I think they're so cute. I accidentally made this area the other day. I was gonna just have two cats side by side, but then I realized that you could kind of orient them to all be in a circle. Like, I think it looks so cute. Like, what do you think they're meeting about? What do you think their cult is discussing at this meeting? I don't know, but I think it's so cute. I think it's adorable. If we head down here, you can also see a way better view of the giant cat head lake. I think it looks so nice. Sorry if you hear the loud car driving by. It's the 5 o'clock traffic hitting us right now. But yeah, this is the giant cat lake. I think it's so cute. It's centered with my island's museum and then also those bamboo trees up there, which I recently planted because if you don't know, May is the last month that you can collect young spring bamboo, and that's a material that's used in a lot of really cute DIY recipes. So I'm trying to collect as much of that as possible because then it won't be available until like next year in February. But anyways, this is my house. I recently customized it. You might have remembered that it was blue before and it just looked a lot different, but I recently turned it into a cute little cottage, and I even put this little paw print plaque on the door, which I think looks so adorable. And I did this because I'm planning on relocating my house to the farm and orchard area. I think it would be really cute to have next to the orchard, and it could be like the little cabin at the orchard, so we'll see about that. But I do have this little like closet out here so I can easily change outfits every day, and then I have my storage shed so I can easily access stuff. And then this is all in front of the island's museum, which is one of my favorite areas. This is another area that is a little bit more decorated, and I probably won't change this very much. I'll probably just clean it up a little bit and organize it, but I love the way that this looks. Let me show you from this little view. Look at how cute this is. I do have this little sign, which I've customized to say museum plus cafe, and I would use this at my farm, but y'all, I need the plain wooden shop sign so bad. It would look so much better at the farm than something like this. Also, look at this little pocketbook item that I have on the ground. It has little fossils on it, so I thought it would be cute to add here at the museum. And also, what's cool about these little pocketbooks, I'm gonna pick up this one. You can get these from Harv's Island from Red. He has like this little like booth where you can draw for random items. But look at this, you can actually interact with the item and read it. Why is there a balloon in my face? But yeah, you can actually sit here and read the item. I'm basically a villager. It is so cute. Okay, let me just put this away and throw it back on the ground. But yeah, this is the pocket magazine. This is the pocket book over here, and they have different variations for each one. And again, you can get those from Red at the little raffle that he has on Harv's Island. Let me get this balloon. Oh my gosh, please. Let me get this. So cute. Hopefully it's something good. I don't remember like what color balloon means what, but we got some little leggings. That's cute. Anyways, this is the very first paw print pond that I built on Meowopolis. I love this little design so much, and it's centered with my island's museum, so it looks really cute. And all of this does connect back over to the island's entrance. So if you head this way, you can go all the way over back to the entrance. And by the way, look who's visiting us today. It is the one, the only Chief, my birthday twin. Chief, we love you so much. I wish that he lived on my island, I'm not gonna lie. He is so adorable, especially in this like sunset lighting. Like, why is the lighting so good on my island? Chief, wow, he's mogging us with that look too. I love him. Oh my gosh. Honestly, I have the best birthday twin. I'm not even gonna lie. Comment down below who is your Animal Crossing birthday twin. I am very curious. My birthday is December 19th, so is Chief's. Anyways, we've got our little paw print pond, some seating and random decorations around here, leading up over to the museum. And then down this way is a little bonfire area. I've had this area on the island for a very, very long time. It is honestly one of the more nostalgic spots on the island for me because I built this so early on Meowopolis, and now it's just like a cozy little nostalgic bonfire, and I love it so much here. And right below the bonfire is Clay's house, and we're gonna go inside and say goodbye to him because if you remember at the beginning of this video, today is Clay's very last day on Meowopolis. He's actually moving away, so everybody just take a moment, take this second to just close your eyes and manifest that a cat villager will replace him. I am going villager hunting tomorrow. It will be live here on YouTube. Unfortunately, I'm posting this video probably after the villager hunt. You know what? Maybe I will update you on what happens if I remember to. But if not, go watch the stream. I've actually decided that I won't be just live streaming the villager hunt here on Meowopolis. I will be turning it into another long form video for y'all, so stay tuned. I will likely be uploading this in the next couple of days or week or so. Hopefully we will find a cat villager, so stay tuned. Anyways, manifest a cat for me, please. Just say like a quick little, please Nintendo, give Tiger a cat. She deserves one. Yeah, just repeat that. Repeat that for me about 3 times, and then if you have a pet cat, go tell your cat to manifest to the cat gods for me, okay? Anyways, Clay, I'm gonna miss you so much. I hope the new island has a bunch of yummy foods too. I'm gonna put everything I find in my mouth. Okay. I think he's excited to leave, honestly. I can't really blame the guy. I pretty much ignored him the entire time that he lived on Meowopolis. Not because I have anything against him, but just because he was way over here in this far corner of the beach. I feel like I never saw him. Anyways, the rest of my island is just these beaches, which are very empty. We have Rocco's house, which is right next to the museum, and our big giant cat head pond, or lake, I guess. And then up here, Savannah lives in this house. And again, all of these houses that are around here, they are temporarily in these spots. Eventually, I want to build like a neighborhood or give each of the house its own like designated area with decorations and stuff like that. I do have this little flamingo rock over here. I am collecting flamingos to just put on this rock. Hopefully we will see more in the future. And that is basically the rest of my island. That is the entirety of Meowopolis so far. That is what the island looks like. I hope that you have enjoyed this little updated tour, and I hope that you enjoyed just spending a little bit of time here on Meowopolis. Again, I'm so sorry for the lack of long form videos on this island. Pretty much everything that I post, whether it's a short or an image or an Instagram story or whatever it may be, there's always at least one person begging for a long form update here on Meowopolis. So I'm very excited to finally give the people what they deserve. Give the people, satisfy the demands of the people, okay, of the Animal Crossers. But hopefully I will be able to make some more long form updates here on Meowopolis. Less of an island tour type of video, but more of just like spend the day with me. And who knows, maybe I will bring back the monthly updates from Meowopolis. I don't know, no promises. I feel like it's been so long since the last monthly update that it might be weird to pick back up again. I don't know yet. Either way, hopefully you will be seeing more of Meowopolis. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe, leave a like, tell me in the comments what you thought of Meowopolis and the updated island tour, and let me know if there's any other videos that you would like to see on the channel. A special thank you to our channel members. You are all very much appreciated as always. I appreciate you so much. And if you would like to become a channel member, just hit the join button below to learn more. I would love to have you as one of my little gyroids. And thank you all for watching another video. I will see you in the next one. Bye!